Ready when you are.
Okay. All right. Hey guys, Matt Lloyd here. We're at the Diamond Mastermind here in Bali, and I'm sitting next to Dr. Abdul Wali, who's made $39,000 in Moab in his first year. Okay, so I'm quite impressed by that. He's doing a lot better than I did in my first year. I thought we'd do something different in today's episode of Ask Matt Lloyd. I thought that I'd take this opportunity to get a question from the good doctor and have him ask me the question, and I'll just answer it right here. So what's your big question right now?
My question now, I want to spend some $1,000 in traffic to my new sales funnel.
Okay.
So my question is, what is the best tool that really work these days with me?
Okay, so let me repeat the question. So you've got some money to invest in traffic. So again, he's made $39,000. What are you looking at spending every month?
I'll start with just 5,000.
Okay,
and I will increase
$5,000.
exponentially.
All right, so you can see he's quite serious. Okay, he's not gonna nickel and dime here. He's gonna actually invest $5,000 a month into his business and build it up. And I think he's gonna do it based on his first year. Okay, so your question to me is, you've got this money, what is the best traffic source to go and invest that in? Which one's going to give you the highest likelihood of actually resulting in sales? Is it Facebook pay-per-click? Is it solo ads? What is it? That's a difficult question to answer. Unfortunately, I can't tell you one traffic source that's going to guarantee or have a much higher likelihood of resulting in sales than others. Let me tell you why. When people ask me this question, usually they're asking me, Matt, what's working best right now? Is it Facebook pay-per-click? Is it solo ads? Is it banner ads? Is it retargeting? Direct mail? What should I be doing? Which one is hot right now? Which one is working? And the answer is, all of those things I just mentioned, those are actually mediums. Those are advertising mediums. Okay, so for example, placing ads in a newspaper is an advertising medium. Placing ads on Google AdWords is an advertising medium. And it's not really the advertising medium that is the question, it's how you use the advertising medium. So for example, if you go and do a Facebook pay-per-click ad and you target all the wrong people, right? All the wrong people who have no interest in what your offer is promoting, now see your ad. You can get clicks from them all day long and you're going to spend money, but you're not going to get sales. Now, newer marketers tend to blame the medium. Okay, what happens is they go and spend $1,000, they get no sales, and they then conclude, oh, Facebook pay-per-click doesn't work. I'm not going to use Facebook pay-per-click again. And it's not the medium, it's how they were using it. Okay, because I can guarantee you that there's other marketers who are much better at using that medium, Facebook pay-per-click, who get sales all day long. Okay, they have better ads, they have better audience selection, they have better follow-up, so they're able to make that traffic medium work where other people can't, who don't have those same things.
Yeah.
So a better question to ask is, which traffic method do I want to focus on? Okay, now you've done solo ads before. Your $39,000 in commissions came from, you said 3 solo ads, right? 3 of them? 3 really, really good solo ads. In fact, one of his best ones, $18,000 in commissions from 1 solo ad. And I said to him before, that's very untypical. You know, that you shouldn't expect that to happen again. Okay, that's. Yeah, I think that was the set a world record for the best solo ad. But you've done 3 solo ads, so it seems that you're somewhat comfortable with solo ads. Okay, so why don't we focus on solo ads? So the next question that you want to ask is, which list do I want to go after? Okay, which solo ad list do I want to go to? So that's a better question rather than asking which marketing medium should I choose. Let's decide on one, okay, one that you want to focus on, one that you want to get really good at. Here's the thing, guys, all of our top affiliates, all of them who've made over $500,000 or even $1 million in Moab, they all have mainly one traffic source and they focus on that. 90% of their sales come from one traffic source, and it's different for each of them. Okay, so you don't need that many traffic sources to do well here. You can pick one and get really, really good at it and have a lot of sales. So if you want to do solo ads, then the next question is, which list should we actually go and test?
Yes.
Okay, so what I would recommend you do is start doing your research. Who's selling solo ads out there? Now there's a lot of people who sell solo ads, and there's also a lot of people who sell complete garbage solo ads. You've got to be careful. You've got to be really, really careful there. So what you want to do, start doing your research. I recommend you put together a spreadsheet, a Google Docs spreadsheet or an Excel spreadsheet, and start recording all the places that you can buy these solo ads. How big is the list?
Okay.
How is the list built? Okay, ask them, how did you build your list? From which sources? How often do they mail their list? That's easy to find out. You just subscribe to their list and start getting their emails. You know, is the list being updated? Are they continually rebuilding it so you have fresh subscribers? Okay, so you start doing your research. And you might build a spreadsheet where you have 100 different solo ads that you can go and test. Next thing you want to do is, if they have any testimonials, that's great. It certainly doesn't guarantee that they're a good source, but if you see lots and lots of happy customers, great. If you see none, you want to be very careful of that. Do they look like they're brand new at it? Okay, does it look like they just sprung up last week and now they're selling solo ads? Or do they have a track record of selling solo ads for the last 5 years? Okay, so I would rather go to people who've been selling ads for a long time, and just do a little bit of research and see if I can find any cases where they had customers who were really unhappy. Now, one other thing, just because you see people who complain about, oh, this solo ad didn't work, doesn't mean the solo ad list was bad. It just might mean that that particular advertiser wasn't very good at follow-up, okay? But we're going to do our research. We're going to start building that spreadsheet where we have all the different solo ad sources. And then you're simply going to go and test. I'd be cautious when you test. Start off spending the minimum amount, and what you're looking for is, how many clicks did I get? How many leads did I get? Look up the IP addresses of each email address. Okay, when you go into your Mo back office, you should be able to see the IP addresses. Go to Google and say, look up IP address, and find out where those people are. Does it look legitimate, or are they all coming from the exact same computer or the exact same city? If they are, then that's maybe a warning sign that these clicks might not be real. Okay, there might be bots sending traffic, sending clicks. So you look for things like that. These new leads that you've built, you should have, if you've got a decent opt-in page and it's the right list for the right offer, you should have about 1/3 of those clicks converting into leads. About 1/3. So if you go and get 1,000 clicks and you only get 10 leads, that's a warning sign. Okay, that's a warning sign. If it was the right list for the right offer and you have 1% opt-in rates, big warning sign. Okay, so let's say you have 20 or 30% of people opting in. Now you start emailing them every single day. And in those initial emails, I mean, all throughout your emails, if you're making less than $100,000 a year, all throughout your emails, you should have call to actions where you're encouraging them to reach out to you or to contact you on Facebook, pick up the phone and call you. Okay, you should have these things because you want to encourage them to actually come to you so you can engage them in a one-on-one conversation and have a sale, hopefully. Okay, if it's the right thing for them. Now, if you're doing that, and let's say you get 300 leads from this particular solo ad, and you don't get a single one of them responding to any of your emails after 10 days, and you've got call to actions in every email saying, hey, reach out to me, call me, and your copy is good, that might be another warning sign that that's not a good list. So then you move on to the next. Now, here's the other thing, one final little piece of advice. If you ever spend money on a solo ad and you don't have a very good result, in fact, you have a terrible result, you can look at that as in one of two ways. You can look at that as, oh, I just lost a lot of money. My way is I like to look at bad news and see how I can turn it into good news or into an asset to bring me more good news, like more sales. So for example, let's say you go and spend $2,000 on a solo ad and you get taken. Okay, you feel like you got taken because they sent you garbage clicks, you know your offer was strong, you know you had the right list for the right offer and so on. What you could do is you could turn that into a case study. Okay, and you could, because you're building a list of marketers, people who are interested in marketing, you send out a video case study and you say, hey guys, this is how it is in advertising. Sometimes you have a win, sometimes you have a loss. For example, I spent $2,000 on this particular ad source. It didn't work out for me. Here's the results I got. Here's what I would have expected to have got as far as opt-in rates. Here's what I got. And you don't do it in in a way where you're trying to trash this person, okay, this advertiser, but you turn it into something of value that you can share with your list. Okay, so every time you have a bad media buy, you can also do that too. Just another little tip. Okay, so did that answer your question?
No, it's
Good?
okay. Thank you very much.
Good. All right, so if you guys have any more questions, go to my fan page. Just search for Ask Matt Lloyd on Facebook. Make sure you follow me because you're going to see all of these updates. Okay, never miss an episode. We do a new episode every single day. And go to my website too, askmattlloyd.com. Opt in, you'll get the daily videos, and you can ask me any question you like, either on my Facebook fan page or on the website. There's a little form for you to fill out. All right? Thanks, guys, and we'll speak soon.
Thank you.
Good. All right, thanks.